An inspection last year found that Manitou Springs has 11 bridges in poor condition.
Yeah, officials say that those structures are actually culverts because they don't meet the minimum 20-foot length definition of a bridge, and they generally cross streams or creeks, but it requires a town to have a balancing act between repairing culverts or replacing them. It's still a safety issue, right? Well, there's one on the poor list on Serpentine Drive on the west end of Manitou Springs. That's where Scott Harrison, our road warrior, is this morning. Scott, they really did a lot of improvements to that road this past year. After your report, what's going on with this culvert?
Yeah, that's right. They improved the road, and there's going to be more improvements coming next year to it, but now there's a bridge or a culvert here on Serpentine Drive that is an issue. One of those 11 culverts that are in poor condition. Here in Manitou Springs, we'll give you a closer look at that culvert and see kind of the narrow fit there as it goes over Fountain Creek. Now, most of us know that the biggest bridges through Manitou Springs are the CDOT bridges above us on Highway 24. And as you guys mentioned back on the desk there, a small town like Manitou Springs has even more limited funding for bridges or culverts than bigger cities like Colorado Springs and Pueblo. But officials are watching this particular culvert closely. It crosses Fountain Creek under Rainbow Falls. Officials say that a wall on the downstream side, called a wing wall, is cracking. They're keeping an eye on it because Serpentine Drive gets a steady amount of traffic between Highway 24 and downtown. And officials say that the culvert doesn't need to be replaced yet.
So that was a privately owned bridge. We have the bridge now, the city does. Over the last couple of years, worked on getting responsibility for that bridge so we can also do repairs and part of the Creek Walk Trail program. So currently the wing wall is a problem, and we're going to address that this fall.
Now, even in poor condition, he says that culvert and 10 others remain safe to drive on, but eventually will need repairs or even replacement. We'll know more after the next regular inspection 2 years from now. In the past 8 years, Manitou Springs crews have repaired 4 culverts and replaced 3. And coming up at 6:30, we're going to learn more about how Manitou Springs finds the money to repair or replace these 11 culverts that are in poor condition. We're live in Manitou Springs. I'm the road warrior, Scott Harrison, for KRDO 13.
All right, thanks a lot, Scott. If there's something on your roads, your streets, anything during your drive that's really affecting you, tell Scott about it. He'll make some calls for you. Road warrior at krdo.com.